I think one of the big things that came out of today was the identification that consumers are people. Now, people are in small business, they're people, not just electricity users, they're consumers of electricity, but first and foremost, they're people. That was a take-home point that I got. And if anything, as people, they have a number of competing objectives, of which energy, and electricity in particular, enables them to meet those objectives. One of the big things that I think energy consumers in the ACT, and for that matter across the national electricity market, can take away is that with some innovation and with a lot of hard work, we might actually get affordable, reliable electricity across the NEM.
Well, one of the things mentioned today was the position of private tenants, or tenants generally, and I think they're the ones that probably where we need to do the most work. The programs we have running through for homeowners are pretty strong and pretty good. I think definitely leading Australia. Consumer protections, we've still got a lot to learn, particularly from the activists in Victoria, but again, we're doing pretty well. But the people who are missing out are private tenants. Public tenants, there's a difficulty with them as well, but our housing authority knows what to do. They are doing it. The real problem is simply the amount of dollars they've got.
Well, looking at some of the discussions we've had up there today, I think it's really important that the small business sector within the ACT starts to really strongly advocate. I hear a lot from the social sector about costs and accommodation and all those sorts of things, but I don't hear a lot, and I didn't hear a lot today from the business sector and how they can protect themselves. And look, that's a problem across Australia in general, because small business people are so busy with their head down and their bum up working, they don't have an awful lot of time to advocate, and some of them look at organisations such as the energy companies, and they sometimes see them as a little bit too big to argue with. So I think it's important that they marshal their forces, they get a strong advocate for their small business sector, and they use them to good advantage with government, because not dissimilar to Tasmania, ACT is quite a small market and it's highly controlled by government, where in Tasmania we've found that strong advocacy has produced particularly good results for business overall, and that trend looks like it's going to continue. So I think not only the ACT for its advocacy, but small business groups across Australia need to take a little bit more interest, and I think they'll get some positive outcomes.
Hearing from people today, there's always room for continuous improvement, and I'm sure there are opportunities to refine consumer protections, support for vulnerable consumers, and the ACT government and other stakeholders are doing a lot of things to bring the benefits of competition and innovation to consumers. But it strikes me that we can also learn a lot from the ACT. I mean, we've heard here tonight about the importance of not just bipartisan but tripartisan support in getting really important stuff through to benefit the community, and I'm sure nationally in other jurisdictions we could learn a lot from that as well.